AI, computers automating intelligence, is the most powerful technology force of our time. We're working to expand the reach of AI. We see AI in 4 waves. The first wave was to reinvent computing for this new way of doing software. We're all in and have been driving this for nearly 10 years. The first adopters of AI were the internet companies. They have excellent computer scientists, large computing infrastructure, and ability to collect a lot of training data. We're now at the beginning of the next wave. The next wave is enterprise and industrial edge, where AI can revolutionize the world's largest industries, from manufacturing, logistics, agriculture, healthcare, financial services, and transportation. There are many challenges to overcome, one of which is connectivity, which 5G will solve. And then autonomous systems. Self-driving cars are an excellent example, but everything that moves will eventually be autonomous. The industrial edge and autonomous systems are the most challenging, but also the largest opportunities for AI to make an impact. Trillion-dollar industries can soon apply AI to improve productivity and invent new products, services, and business models. We have to make AI easier to use, turn AI from computer science to computer products and platforms that the world can adapt and build upon. We're building the new computing platform for this fundamentally new software approach, the computer for the age of AI. AI is not just about an algorithm. Building and operating AI is a fundamental change in every aspect of software. Andrej Karpathy rightly called it Software 2.0. Machine learning at the highest level is a continuous learning system that starts with data scientists developing data strategies and engineering predictive features. An ever-growing mountain of data will be processed. This data is the digital life experience of a company. Training involves inventing or adapting an AI model that learns to make the desired predictions. Simulation and validation test the AI application for accuracy, generalization, and potential bias. And finally, orchestrating a fleet of computers, whether in your data center or at the edge in the warehouse, farms, or wireless base stations. NVIDIA created the chips, systems, and libraries needed for end-to-end machine learning. For example, technologies like Tensor Core GPUs, NVLink, DGX, cuDNN, Rapids, Nickel, GPU Direct, Doka, and so much more. We call the platform NVIDIA AI. NVIDIA AI libraries accelerate every step, from data processing to fleet orchestration. NVIDIA AI is integrated into all of the industry's popular tools and workflows. NVIDIA AI is in every cloud, used by the world's largest companies and by over 7,500 AI startups around the world. And NVIDIA AI runs on any system that includes NVIDIA GPUs, from PCs and laptops, to workstations, to supercomputers, in any cloud, to our $99 Jensen robot computer. One segment of computing we've not served is enterprise computing. 70% of the world's enterprise run VMware, as we do at NVIDIA. VMware was created to run many applications on one virtualized machine. AI, on the other hand, runs a single job, bare metal, on multiple GPUs and often multiple nodes. So over the past year, teams of engineers from NVIDIA and VMware focused on this challenge to make VMware a top-notch platform for AI. All of the NVIDIA optimizations for compute and data transfer are now plumbed through the VMware stack, so AI workloads can be distributed to multiple systems and achieve bare metal performance. The VMware stack is also offloaded and accelerated on NVIDIA BlueField. NVIDIA AI now runs in its full glory on VMware, which means everything that has been accelerated by NVIDIA AI now runs great on VMware. AI applications can be deployed and orchestrated with Kubernetes running on VMware Tanzu. We call this platform NVIDIA EGX for Enterprise. The enterprise IT ecosystem is thrilled. Finally, the 300,000 VMware enterprise customers can easily build an AI computing infrastructure that seamlessly integrates into their existing environment. The security and management systems built up for VMware over the years are seamlessly leveraged. In total, over 50 servers from the world's top server makers will be certified for NVIDIA EGX Enterprise. Systems can be configured for different use cases. BlueField 2 offloads and accelerates the VMware stack and does the networking for distributed computing. Enterprise could choose big or small GPUs for heavy compute or heavy graphics workloads like Omniverse, or mix and match. All run NVIDIA AI. Enterprise companies make up the world's largest industries, and they operate at the edge. In hospitals, factories, plants, warehouses, stores, farms, city and roads, far from data centers. The missing link is 5G. Consumer 5G is great, but private 5G is revolutionary. AI on 5G will let companies develop AI to revolutionize their products, services, and business models. AI on 5G will be the smartphone moment for the world's industries. Today, we're announcing the Ariel A100, bringing together 5G and AI into a new type of computing platform designed for the edge. Ariel A100 integrates the Ampere GPU and the BlueField DPU into one card. This is the most advanced PCI Express card ever created. So it's not a surprise that Ariel A100 in an EGX system will be a complete 5G base station. Ariel A100 delivers up to full 20 gigabits per second and can process up to 9 100 megahertz massive MIMO for 64T, 64R, or 64 transmit and 64 receive antenna arrays. State-of-the-art capabilities. Ariel A100 is software-defined with accelerated features like PHY, virtual network functions, network acceleration, packet pacing, and line rate cryptography. Our partners, Ericsson, Fujitsu, Mavenir, Altran, and Redisys, will build their total 5G solutions on top of the Ariel library. NVIDIA EGX server with Ariel A100 is the first 5G base station that is also a cloud-native, secure AI edge data center. We have brought the power of the cloud to the 5G edge. Ariel also extends the power of 5G into the cloud. Doing so, customers can build hybrid cloud private 5G networks and orchestrate a service from the cloud to the edge. Today, we're excited to announce that Google will support NVIDIA Ariel in the GCP cloud. I have an important new platform to tell you about. First, I want you to imagine the servers inside a data center as edge devices, each sending telemetry to an AI computer in the data center. The rise of microservice-based applications and hybrid cloud has exposed billions of connections in a data center to potential attack. Modern zero-trust security models assume the intruder is already inside, and all container-to-container communications should be inspected, even within a node. This is not possible today. The CPU load of monitoring every piece of traffic is simply too great. Today, we're announcing NVIDIA Morpheus, a data center security platform for real-time, all-packet inspection. Morpheus is built on NVIDIA AI, NVIDIA BlueField, NetQ network telemetry software, and EGX. BlueField monitors all traffic. NetQ sends telemetry data to an EGX server. NVIDIA AI on EGX servers running the Morpheus engine processes packets into words in real time, inspecting the words of every packet with an AI language model for potential tampering. If an action is required, it communicates back to BlueField for policy enforcement. Data center cybersecurity teams need to inference high volumes of continuous streaming data in real time, just like Edge AI. So this is yet another great application for NVIDIA AI on EGX. We're working to create solutions with industry leaders in data center security: Fortinet, Red Hat, Cloudflare, Splunk, F5, and Area Cybersecurity. And early customers Booz Allen Hamilton, Best Buy, and of course, our own team at NVIDIA. Let me show you how we're using Morpheus at NVIDIA.
It starts with a network. Here we see a representation of a network, where dots are servers and lines, the edges, are packets flowing between those servers. Except in this network, Morpheus is deployed. This enables AI inferencing across your entire network, including east-west traffic. The particular model being used here has been trained to identify sensitive information: AWS credentials, GitHub credentials, private keys, passwords. If observed in the packet, these would appear as red lines, and we don't see any of that. Uh-oh, what happened? An updated configuration was deployed to a critical business app on this server. This update accidentally removed encryption, and now everything that communicates with that app sends and receives sensitive credentials in the clear. This can quickly impact additional servers. This translates to continuing exposure on the network. The AI model in Morpheus is searching through every packet for any of these credentials, continually flagging when it encounters such data. And rather than using pattern matching, this is done with a deep neural network, trained to generalize and identify patterns beyond static rule sets. Notice all of the individual lines. It's easy to see how quickly a human could be overwhelmed by the vast amount of data coming in. Scrolling through the raw data gives a sense of the massive scale and complexity that is involved. With Morpheus, we immediately see the lines that represent leaked sensitive information. By hovering over one of those red lines, we show complete info about the credential, making it easy to triage and remediate. But what happens when this remediation is necessary? Morpheus enables cyber applications to integrate and collect information for automated incident management and action prioritization. Originating servers, destination servers, actual exposed credentials, and even the raw data is available. This speeds recovery and informs which keys were compromised and need to be rotated. With Morpheus, the chaos becomes manageable.
The IT ecosystem has been hungry for an AI computing platform that's enterprise and edge ready. NVIDIA AI on EGX with Aerial 5G is the foundation of what the IT ecosystem has been waiting for. We are supported by leaders from all across the IT industry, from systems, infrastructure software, storage and security, data analytics, industrial edge solutions, manufacturing design and automation, to 5G infrastructure. To complete our enterprise offering, we now have NVIDIA AI Enterprise software, so businesses can get direct line support from NVIDIA. NVIDIA AI Enterprise is optimized and certified for VMware and offers services and support needed by mission-critical enterprises.